is to reinvigorate our state.
I know. That's why I called for the Second American Declaration of Independence a few years ago. It got a lot of circulation. It's a plan to do just that, and I'm glad that you're so positive in your prognosis. I agree. If you want to know where the problem is, look in the mirror, as V says. And we can blame ourselves. That's why George Soros wants us to scapegoat the cops. If we take control of our legislatures and our cities, you won't have bad cops out there getting away with bad stuff. That is a manifestation of us degenerating. So I'm not going to just sit here and scapegoat the cops or scapegoat a race of people. No. We're the problem. We let this happen. Look in the mirror, realize it, and have optimism that if we just stand up and take action, it's over. God bless you, Mike. I want to go to Cato and others, but first let me hit some stories I mentioned. We actually have a newscast clip about this. CPS charges parents with neglect for allowing kids, 10 and 6-year-old, to walk home from the playground. Neighbor called police after spotting children just a mile away from home. What a good neighbor. Meanwhile, report, children taken away from parents by CPS wind up in sex trafficking trade. And then, I mean, I've had members of the, what was it? It was the Georgia Senate. She was about to expose this, and then they came to her house and killed her and her husband. I mean, and I'm not saying all the CPS are involved, no, but this is where all over the place, at Penn State or in England, it doesn't matter. They get them out of the CPS, out of the foster care system, because no one will then believe them because they're in the system. Let's go to the newscast about the children being taken away by CPS winding up in sex trafficking trade.
Protective services that I mentioned a little while ago. In Orange County last year, they had a bust for these traffickers. They got 105 people, victims of trafficking, human trafficking. 65% of those victims were wards of Child Protective Services. Not only were they wards of Child Protective Services, but check this out. They were never reported missing. Child Protective Services that I mentioned.
And that's Buzzsaw, Sean Stone's TV show. It's excellent. And we'll put up on screen the name of that lady who we should get on as a guest, who's the national director and founder of National Safe Child. All over the world, they use the child welfare grid as the spotting and vetting zone to then disappear children. And this has just come out so many times, time and time again. We played this clip yesterday and didn't notice that it was going on. But then listeners called us and pointed it out, and sure enough, Breitbart had it. Whoops, John Earnest refers to President Clinton while explaining Hillary emails. That's because they see Hillary as the president of the Democratic criminal operation, and that she was co-president for 8 years with Billy Boy. And it's such a good thing to see her in so much trouble, and such a good thing to see Jeb Bush being booed and going down in the polls, because we are just sick of all these snot-nosed establishment punks. Let's go to that clip of where the reporter is talking to him, and the press secretary calls her President Clinton. Here it is.
So, Josh, if they were held to the same standard, after dozens of questions over 2 days, why can't you just once say, Secretary Clinton did not follow that guidance?
Because the guidance that has been given to these individual agencies is to ensure that they are in compliance with the Federal Records Act, which actually indicates that when personal email is used for official government business, it's required for that personal email to be stored, properly maintained, and preserved at the agency. And that, according to President Clinton's team, is exactly what they did. Which would
President Clinton's team. We're going to go to break and come back and take some more calls. I meant to start the show with this today, but I didn't do it. Yesterday I talked about, imagine you're watching the NBA, and then there's PSAs with LeBron James, sponsored by Google and Facebook, telling you, men, you don't do enough work, clean up more around the house. As if men inherently are bad or didn't do something, being lectured by the very sports system that turns them into couch potatoes, and as they live through other men's action in a fake game that doesn't matter for the elite. We covered that yesterday. But now this, eating 3 meals a day declared racist by Mother Jones. I was getting my son's haircut about a month ago, and they had the police state cover for Mother Jones magazine in there in the haircutting place, and there was my name on the front demonizing me, because you know I'm for the police state. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. an article featured in the left-leaning, it's not left-leaning, it's just kook level, outlet Mother Jones this week declares the act of eating 3 meals a day to be racist. See, everything is racist except UN program murdering blacks en masse or aborting 52% of blacks. In a piece titled, Why You Should Stop Eating Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner, so they want to change the entire language. They're the people that tell you how to speak. They control reality, and they'll change that reality from time to time, and you'll dutifully follow it, to quote Karl Rove. In a piece entitled, Why You Should Stop Eating Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner, writes Kiera Butler. Please get this person on, folks. Please, I want her. Asserts that strict adherence to meal times is not only anti-science, but, quote, racist as well. I mean, I'm actually reading this. When European settlers got to America, they also imported their meal habits. They observed that eating schedule the native tribes was less rigid. The volume and time of their eating varied with the seasons. Oh, my gosh. See, it's about making you paralyzed, just afraid you're being racist over everything that's happening in the world. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side.
It's happening again. The feds are trying to ban your freedom to own body armor. In January, a newly introduced bill, H.R. 378, will take away your right to buy Level 3 and higher body armor. Katie Armor offers the most affordable Level 3 body armor packages on the market today. Protect yourself. Buy your body armor now before it's too late. Go to katiearmor.com. That's CATI armor.com. Come and take it.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug-out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of Slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
I was just mentioning this, and then Paul Watson has put a new video up about it, but I want him to add links under it to the last two articles that I just mentioned so people get it in context. It's part of a larger operation. Eating 3 meals a day declared racist by Mother Jones. NBA launches feminist campaign to lecture men not doing enough housework. And their new campaign, I don't have time to play because I want to take a few phone calls. Men are losers, says new feminist campaign. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. These people are out of their minds. They want women to think that all problems on earth are because of men at their level. Not globalists, not criminals, but just men. The ultimate form of divide and conquer. And so many women you run into, they really are just convinced you're bad, and men in period are the problem, and they'll tell you, and then you get right down to it, they're not politically correct, and it's all just something they say to try to sound like they're in the in crowd, and they go, no, I hate it, you're right, it's terrible. Following fads, following the system will get you nowhere. Blame it on hormones. Men are the cause of today's problems. Another article out of Huffington Post. I mean, it's just an onslaught. Men are inherently bad. Part of the species. Imagine if you said women were inherently bad. See, these are the race pimps promoting racism in the name of fighting it. So the new thing that's kosher to be racist against is men. It is racism. You're against the race of men. Really, these are just women that want to boss around and dominate other women as their leaders. Really sick, a very Jezebelian time to be alive. And you know when a society goes down the road of Jezebel, the collapse is near. You see women record unemployment, record debt, record unhappiness, and they just dig deeper into feminism, thinking it's going to give them Valhalla. They're like Spanish conquistadors wandering around till they die over thousands of miles of the Southwest looking for the fabled gold temples. And the natives just kept saying, the gold's that way. The gold temples are that way. No, not here. Gold over there. Was that Cortez? Cato in Alaska. Well, there is some gold in them here hills. Cato, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good to talk to you. I have a couple points here. One in particular, I'd appreciate it if you let me run a few extra minutes to get all my points out on.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, yeah, I want to talk about the huge elephant in the room of mankind. It's religion. In my opinion, religion is the poison that is destroying the world.
I agree with you, not true spiritual issues, but what else is religion? Carbon taxes, feminism, racism. There are thousands of things that are religions. People that like race cars. I mean, it's a religion that I tend to almost follow. I understand it. I like to drive them, not watch them. But I get what you're saying, but there's more than just saying Christianity is the problem, because it's not real Christianity. It's a Christianoid fake thing.
Well, Christianity is immoral. It's
let me guess, though, that's what you got your big problem with, though?
It's treason to values, and it dismisses this world in favor of an expected next one, and a lot of people are throwing mankind and the world under the bus for their next world fantasy. And well, I do agree that modern, I'm going to hold you over and do some overdrive and take a few other calls because this is important, Andrew and Chris and a few others. But you're right that fake modern, I'm going to be raptured Christianity becomes a cop-out to ever fight tyranny because, oh, the devil did that. I'm not going to warn anybody. I'm going to hide in my church till I get beamed up by Scotty. But that's not real Christianity, brother. We got to put the God toys away and human up.
And human it up, huh?
Yeah, put the God toys away and human up.
Who do you think built this planet? You certainly can look around you and tell this was engineered, right?
Well,
I mean, you do realize we're made in the image of God. Don't you have a feeling? You've been around a while, been some other places. You kind of pick up on that we're made in the image of something really cool.
The Genesis
Stay with us. I'm going to take more calls. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. So many other formulations out there contain toxic ingredients, synthetic additives, and even GMOs. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend, crafted with over 14 key ancient herbs and extracts to supercharge and prepare your body for what experts admit is the most dangerous season of the year. We have rejected hundreds of other formulations in our quest to bring you what is simply the most powerful and comprehensive proprietary formula that we have ever created in the realm of herbal immunity. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Now is the time to secure Ancient Defense for you and your family. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.